Relieved to get your first win?
No.
No,
Terrible word that is, son. Relief. It's never relief, is it?
What do you feel?
Feel pleased. We actually got what we deserved. Sometimes you don't in football. Relief. If you're relieved as a manager, you shouldn't be in the game. There's only ever 3 imposters you get: a draw, a defeat, or a victory, and they're all imposters. Sometimes you don't deserve them when you get them. Sometimes you do deserve them. What you got to do is work on the process, and I think the process that we've been trying to do has been there. And today, a double save from a goalie, when lately they've been going in. I can show you about 4 or 5, 6 goals that have gone in against us. Not as clear cut as that, not as, I wouldn't say easy, because it's never easy to score, but you know, my goalie's managed to make a double save and it changed the course of the game, whereas lately it's been bobbling in. We found ourselves 3-0 down in the last home game, and that didn't deter us either. So it's all about your process, and the process hasn't been bad this whole season. And what I'm pleased about, I can make 5 or 6 changes, freshen up the group, and the group still is as consistent as that. And really, we made it hard work, because we had a couple of chances we should have taken, and it should have been more comfortable. But the first goal was vital. We got it, and we looked strong. We had a really good spell after that. I was delighted for Danny, who got it. It's immense that he came back in. I left Webster out because Danny and Beeves have played together quite a few times, and Webster needs a breather as well. So every change I made was to freshen up the team, and I thought the people who came in did really well, and the ones I left out took it well, and they were all needed. So fantastic. We deserved that. We actually got something we deserved. Relief is never the word, really. It shouldn't be, should it? You're trying to do your job. That's 846 I've had now. Am I relieved now, son? Not really.
I thought it was a really hard-fought game. Fine lines sometimes. Disappointed with the way we conceded the goal. Keeper was bundled over a little bit, but we still should be touch tight and marking. Other than that, we created the 2 best opportunities of the afternoon. If Danny hadn't have got his hand in the way, that ball would have fallen to Pilkington, and he would have had the easiest opportunity to slide the ball in. So from that point of view, don't think there was an awful lot in the game. What disappointed me was the 15-20 minutes after Millwall scored. Didn't think we reacted well enough to that situation. We didn't stay in control. We didn't do the things that we've talked about, the things that we've worked on. And that's something that we need to learn from.
You can't put pressure on me, son. I put more pressure on myself than you'd ever dream. As a reporter, you don't realise how bad I want to win every minute of every day. It's in us. You know? Sir Alex Ferguson must be a nightmare to be with at the moment, because he hasn't got that in his life anymore. Doesn't matter. Right? But he wanted to win. His team knew he wanted to win all the time. So we want to win. If we draw, we want to win. It ain't good enough. So when you lose, and you haven't deserved to lose, it is a nightmare, but it's part of your job. And whoever stands in that dugout, there'll be somebody. When they're 3-0 down, or they're 2-0 up, or they're 5-1 down, or they're 6-0 down, there'll be somebody stood there, and whatever stick that person gets, I'm glad it's me. Because that's where I want to be. And I don't care what happens, I'm going to be stood there, and I'm going to be cheering this group on, because I believe in them. And I believe I can help them, I believe I can make them better. And that's all you can do. And luckily for me, I haven't got a chairman who wants to win this game, the last game, the game before. And if we're 1-0 up, he can't understand. If we're 3-0 up and we end up drawing 3-3, he don't come in at me and moan at me. Because he respects what I've done in the game, and he understands that he's got to listen to me, because he don't know anything about football, really. And what a joy that is. It's a joy. And all I try and do is every day, I don't need to feel relief. If we win, I'm pleased for the players, because when I say something and it gets a result, then they believe me a little bit more, and they believe in themselves a little bit more. And if I can now find some things where 1 or 2 didn't quite do it so well, and I show them now on the back of a win, it's a lot easier for me to get their belief going. And that's all it is. So relief doesn't come into it. Belief, different word, massive word, belief. But relief, oh, that's for losers. That's for wasted timers. Waste of time, that word.
Gunner's a very good professional. I think when you come to places like Millwall, he's the type that you need with you. He wins those 50-50 balls, he wins those second balls, and to lose him at an early stage was obviously a little bit frustrating.
They're not too disheartened by the result in the end?
No, because there's things we got to lose. As I said to them, I lost you for 15 or 20 minutes there because you've got to stay in control. Because if you've not got the control, you can't control the performance. And I thought as we were starting to do things, making wrong decisions, things that hadn't seen before. And that's when we need a reaction, a positive reaction, so we can get back in the game quickly.